guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a foundation throwback review on, I'm so excited about this. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I want to say this came out around 2015, 2016, so it's been a while since I have used it, but this was a holy grail for so many people. It really kept them nice, matte, oil-free, and beautiful for the entire day. This foundation does retail between like $10 to $13. It just really depends on where you purchase it. It's a matte finish foundation that isn't flat. It's air light, long-wearing liquid foundation. It's lightweight and creamy. It goes on smooth with a demi-matte finish that lasts up to 24 hours. It's hiding imperfections for a smooth, clear complexion. Okay, so we're gonna be applying our first Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. This is the Oil Control Moisturizer. And what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be applying this all over. Now we're gonna move on to primer. So today we are gonna go ahead and prime just because I wanna make sure that I am poreless. And also this is a matte primer. This is the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. So I'm just gonna be applying this in the areas where I tend to have the most oil and where I want to look the most perfected. So right here. This is typically where I go with it. And then a little up here. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and start with the foundation. I did pick this up in the color Sun Beige. I'm hoping it works out. I'm typically between Sun Beige and like a, I think, tan one. Okay, so like always, we're gonna do one side with a sponge and the other side with a brush. We're gonna go ahead and start off on this side right here. And we're gonna go ahead and take our sponge. This is the Araceli Beauty Bella sponge. I've been obsessed with this sponge. $14, guys, so good. Just feels so luxurious for the price. And I love the e.l.f. one, but I feel like with the e.l.f. one, you can kind of tell that's a little bit more of like a cheaper alternative. Like just in texture, I feel like it can get ruined easier, especially if you have long nails. But I still love the e.l.f. one, but I just have been really into this one, and it's Latina owned, so go check it out. I'll have it linked down below in the description box. So let's get into this foundation. I feel like I'm talking a lot today. This is what the foundation looks like. I think the color will be all right. It is looking a little bit runny. I don't remember this consistency, to be completely honest. Okay, so now we're gonna go in. And like I mentioned, this is the color Sun Beige. I think it should be okay. It's always hard with these colors, especially with Drugstore, because you can't like sample stuff. And obviously right now I don't want to sample or touch anything, you know, that's tester, just the circumstances we're under. But it can be really hard to order online and stuff. So I just kind of try to go based off of foundations that I previously owned. So I do have the L'Oreal Fresh one. So I went off of that one, but sometimes I've noticed that the colors change a little bit with the different formula of the foundation. So I noticed that sometimes it'll be like the same exact shade, but it'll be a different tone. And I think a lot has to do with the fact that like they're different types of consistency, so they're doing different formulas for each one. I like the fact that this product is super lightweight. It's definitely more on the liquidy runny side. It's not super duper runny, but it's runnier than a lot of matte foundations that I've tried. This is what it looks like. It definitely looks very healthy, and I definitely agree that this is a medium coverage foundation, as you guys can see right here, but it just looks so beautiful on the skin, and it's definitely giving me a demi matte finish. There's not much radiance peeking through with this foundation. I like the fact that this looks like skin. It doesn't look like you have this heavy layer of foundation. I know with some matte foundations, as soon as you apply them, they're so thick and heavy that you can definitely feel. I think the color is pretty accurate to what we have going on with the neck. So I think we did really good with Sun Beige. And I will have down below my references to other foundations that I kind of range in so you guys can see. And you guys can go ahead and perhaps match it to what you may think you are with this L'Oreal one. So now we're gonna go ahead and do this side. Today I'm gonna be using, you guys know the drill if you watch my videos all the time, my Morphe JACLYN Hill JH03 brush. This brush is everything and more. Definitely recommend you guys check this out if you haven't done so. It is literally amazing. So amazing. Okay, so let's go ahead and take some product. Oh, I forgot to mention, in here you do have a standard size of 1 ounce. So it's not like you have any more or any less. Like, do you see how it just feels lightweight? You know what this reminds me of, this consistency? It reminds me of the consistency of the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, like a very silky, luxurious consistency. Obviously that one is a luminous finish, but this one just gives you a very silky finish on the face, which I definitely appreciate. Okay, so I definitely have to say, I'm noticing the biggest difference between this side and this side. It applies full coverage faster with a brush. I feel like with a sponge, you definitely have to build it up. You guys saw that there was some redness peeking through right here, even though we had applied already one layer. So I would say that if you're somebody that suffers from redness or things that you need to cover, like scars or something like that, I'll probably choose a brush over a sponge. You guys can see what this looks like. I have to say I am very impressed. Now, one little quick thing for people that are watching this video that maybe have like dry skin or dry little patches, it is kind of clinging on to a few little dry spots right here. It's nothing crazy, but I definitely do feel like you can see it just a little bit. For the most part, the foundation looks pretty good. Right now it is 9:20 a.m. So I love starting early because sometimes we start super late, but I love starting early because I can get a full wear of this foundation. And since I'm gonna be doing activities today and perhaps like sitting outside in the sun, I can really see what this can offer to the face, especially moving into these warm months. So I'm gonna go ahead, finish off everything, and I will be right back. I finished my entire face of makeup, and I have to tell you guys, I am obsessed with the way this foundation is looking. Like, guys, literally it's incredible. It looks so amazing. I can't stop looking at how beautiful the foundation is laying on the skin. It definitely set into a more matte finish as I was progressing with my makeup application. I feel like at this point, I'm like, whoa, she matte, she looks good, she's thriving. So today I did use the e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer. It is a very nice full coverage concealer, which is what I always love for my under eyes. But the most important part of that concealer is the fact that the consistency is super lightweight, blends in so easily, and works really well on top of mattifying foundations. So if you ever have issues with your concealer application after using a matte foundation, always make sure to use a hydrating concealer because it will definitely help make a difference, as opposed to using a matte foundation and then a matte concealer and it's just like too much matte going on. That can just look yucky. Also, if you're somebody like me who has to use powder to set the under eyes, it just makes more sense. So I went in with a concealer, it worked so well. And then what I went ahead and did was I applied my Airspun powder, and I only applied it directly on the under eye. And I left it for very little. I didn't leave it for too long because I felt like if I left it on for too long, then it was definitely going to perhaps get thick or make the product separate on top of the foundation and just would not look good. So I left it on for maximum like 10 to 15 seconds and then dusted it right off. I started off from the bottom and then worked my way to the top because that's where I really wanted it to kind of like soak up the powder for a little bit longer. So one more thing I want to do, and just on one side because I typically do this anyway, is I want to go ahead and take my Morphe Mattifying Continuous Setting Spray, my current holy grail favorite mattifying setting spray. So I'm just going to go ahead and spray this side, and then I'm going to leave this side without any spray to see if there's any big difference by the end of the day. Okay, there we go. That is good enough. I just wanted to make sure that I got some spray on this side, and then through the day we can definitely see what this is gonna look like. I'll be seeing you guys in a little bit. Also, I forgot to mention, all the information on this face makeup will be listed down below in my description box, as well as some outfit details. I am back. Right now it is 5 p.m. I just wanted to come on here and give you guys a quick little check-in of the foundation, and I have to say it looks really, really good. Considering all that we've done, I actually spent a majority of the day taking pictures outside in like the hot sun, and I was kind of sweating, and the fact that this foundation still looks this good and in place is very, very impressive. So I definitely give this so far an A. I think it's doing so well. See you guys later, probably around 9 or 10 p.m. so that we can do our final thoughts of the day. So stay tuned, but so far, so good. Okay guys, so I am back right now. It is 9:57 p.m. and I'm ready to give you guys my final thoughts on the OG L'Oreal Infallible Matte Foundation. So guys, this is what we're looking like. I have not retouched this foundation whatsoever. I am so impressed. Remember, we did go ahead and set this side with the Morphe setting spray, the mattifying one, and then we left this one alone. I do have to say I do see a little bit of a difference. I feel like this side stayed a little bit more in place and oil free. This side looks a little tiny bit dewier than this side right here. but not by too much. So I think the only thing I would probably tweak, like when I rewear this, because I'm going to be rewearing this a lot, is I'm probably going to go ahead and set these little areas with powder, just so that I can kind of be a little bit more oil free. But I do have to say, may also have been because I was in the sun, like I mentioned, and I was sweating. Typically with any other foundation, by the end of the day, if I had been sweating or been in the sun, this would have been over. It would have all been off the face. But this foundation for $11, I mean, go buy it, please. Well, order it online. Like, you will not be disappointed. This product is incredible. And I do quickly want to say that I did go ahead and walk into a grocery store today. So I did wear my mask. And I mean, even with the mask on, like, look how beautiful this looks. Holy shit. Like, I cannot get over this amazingness. Like, this is incredible. If you have not checked out the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Foundation, you need to go do that right now, because this will not disappoint you. It is incredible. And this color in Some Beige is the one for me. I feel like it's a great, like, fuller coverage foundation for like summertime, when you want something that's gonna stay on your face, not look oily, but still look snatched. This may be the one for you. So, I mean, you need to get this. If you haven't gotten this, you need to try it out. You will have no regrets. I promise you, this is absolutely beautiful. I'm about to go to bed, but I don't want to take it off because it looks that good. So yeah, those are pretty much all my thoughts. I hope that you guys are enjoying my throwback foundation series. Let me know down below what other foundations you would like me to dive into, and perhaps I have them in my stash and I can go ahead and check them out. But yeah, I have been really living for the drugstore brands. Like, they're just killing the game. Like, I'm telling you, I know right now we're all tight with money, so the last thing we want to do is spend money on a high-end foundation. So just know that our drugstore foundations are definitely incredible. And if you're new to my channel, hi, welcome. I hope they enjoyed this video enough to stick around and become a member family here on YouTube, because I wouldn't want you guys to miss my videos for the world. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and become a member family here on YouTube, because we are growing every day. So I don't want you guys to miss this fun. While you're at it, hit that notification bell, because that will notify you every single time that I upload. And you guys will want to be here, because I always hook you guys up with the best beauty reviews. And also, have a great day. I love you guys so much. Stay safe, and I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon for a brand new video. Bye, guys. And also, don't be a cochina.